Hello and welcome everyone. Finally, once again to the Gnostic Takeover. Goodness me, how long have I not uttered these words? How long have I not given you an update on how the Earth was taken back? That, what we always cover here on the channel, where we delve deep into Gnosticism, mysticism, occult knowledge, experiential knowledge, not something that I only just read in the book. Books are great, information is great, but there is no other knowledge that has power and that is infused with the ultimate power than the knowledge you have experienced. Wisdom is the greatest. It's the source of all power. And that's why we can say here at the Gnostic Takeover, okay, I say this here with absolute certainty in my heart, I'm speaking from my heart, that I, Steve, I am in power. Liz is in power because she's walking the path together with me. The great work of all ages. The absolute great work. And, I mean, unbelievable. What a long time it's been since you've heard from me. I know. I have to apologize, although I'm not sorry. But I do have to apologize for everyone who has been in doubts about us and our well-being, our safety, because you'll have every reason to be. We've been under so many attacks by this criminal cult, this international worldwide syndicate, the mafia of international Satanism and pedophilia. The network, as we call it, the network of dark occultists. That sounds pretty scary, doesn't it? But it's about the most spiritual channel that you can look at here on YouTube. We're on YouTube here because we're taking back YouTube. We're taking back YouTube because we're taking back the Earth. It's not a global AI takeover. This is a takeover of the heart over this virus, this matrix control system that is ending now as I'm speaking. This is true spirituality, what we're doing here. Boy, it's been a long time. It's really been a long time, and it feels so good. It feels so good to be able to speak with you once again. I could break out in tears now. And yeah, let me know in the comments how you're feeling. Thanks for everyone who's still here, who's still tuning in. There's a few people who've left, you know. Oh, this guy was talking about taking back the Earth and now he's disappeared. We've disappeared nowhere. We've been continuing doing the work, and there's been nothing in my entire life that has been more challenging than the past 3 months, especially the last 2 months, where this war between the truth and the lie, the light and the dark, the natural, the original, against the artificial, the copy, the simulation. It's really been quickening up, a quickening, massive quickening. And I'm here right now to declare that the war is over. Because it's only been the matrix control system and its agents, the field of Wetiko that I talked about often here, the lie construct that has been at war with the truth. And we had to face that war internally. It's an internal battle. That's why we've been away for 3 months. We had to go deep inside ourselves and decouple from what we were doing before and really focus on ourselves. And by doing that, the matrix control system that we can observe in the outside, alright, with all its structures that it has, alright, originating from the networks of Satanism that trickle down into the International Crime Syndicate of the United Nations and the banking system, the monopoly on food, the monopoly on silver, the monopoly on everything, all the resources that have been split between families. Everything. This whole control system that we can observe outside according to the principle of correspondence of natural law, the principle of mentalism, is a mirror reflection of our interior and the interior dynamics. The microcosm always reflects the macrocosm. And that is the ultimate battle to face, is the internal battle. To win over the shadow, to overcome the shadow, the working dynamics of the shadow, to see through all the weapons of manipulation that it uses against us. Not to know the who, what, where and when. That's only the foundation of the Trinity. That's the input phase of information. That doesn't bring us any further, that's just the start. But then go into the processing phase of the why, finding out the why. Why are things so fucked up? Why am I here? Why is this happening inside my psyche? Why does my psyche work the way it does? Why does it manipulate me? What is the construct within my psyche that is doing that to me? The shadow self. as I like to call it. And from the why, where you get all power, when you process, you come to the how, the end of the Trinity. How do I apply this knowledge? And this is how we shift reality. It's how we transform reality with our will, with our willpower. And this is about the biggest challenge of our lives, to keep our will focused to finish the process. The process of deconditioning from our shadow self, from the old world, from the old world view of materialism, of the matrix of conditioning. That's what we've really been through. Levels of conditioning that are just difficult to put into words how deep this conditioning goes, but it does go. It is a lie. It is a lie construct, a program in the mind, or as Morpheus in the Matrix movie said, it's the splinter in your mind driving you mad. I'm here to tell you you can get rid of it forever, completely. And the only way that exists, the only path that will ever exist to get rid of it, is the heart. You have to go into the heart. The question always is, how do you do that? Or maybe I'll get to it later also. It's the heart. And the heart tells us that when we start a process, when we make an intention, as I made in May 2020, that was 2 months in after I started this channel here, I got the epiphany, a sort of what I would describe now as the inception, the beginning of an undertaking, of an idea. As Leonardo DiCaprio as the character of Cobb in Inception says, an idea is the most resistant virus that is, and once an idea takes hold of the mind and is fully understood, it's very difficult to remove. And it's all about willpower. Willpower to keep going no matter what. Because it's a massive challenge to get into the heart. You'll be faced with all your fears, all the fears you had. You'll face them and you'll come through them, because this is meant to happen. Creation wasn't set up for this network of psychopaths, pedophiles, these Satanists, sociopaths, to just run away with the world, continue poison the earth, do whatever they want to do, impose their 5G, AI, smart grid, matrix control system, and have everyone locked under a social crediting system like in China. That's where David Icke leaves you at. And David Icke has done a lot of good work also. Okay? I myself have delved into David David Icke's work the last month or so again. Found a lot of quality in there about the nature of reality, for example. However, there is a huge agenda of perception control going on in the alternative media that I've talked about often before. And they leave you in a state where it looks like there's no end to it. It's not what we do here at the Gnostic Takeover. It's the reason why we've been gone for 3 months now. Because we have to do the work ourselves. We're not telling people to go on the streets and protest. This bullshit. This massive bloody idiocy. How many more demonstrations do people need? We had demonstrations. 1.3 million or something. 1.6 million. What? In London against the invasion of Iraq. I was in Vienna when there were 200,000 people on the streets. It just creates chaos. No. All the power is in the individual. You don't need more people. You only need yourself, and you need an intention and inspiration. And for that intention to manifest, you need willpower. And you need to follow your guidance of wisdom that everyone has and everyone can find. And we'll be teaching so much here on this channel. There's so much coming your way. It's going to be amazing. Absolutely amazing. This is just to get this war over. And I can't tell you how happy I am to declare here today that the war is over. The archons that we're still engaged with, the situation is still as it was before 3 months ago. They want to continue pretending that the war is still going on, but it actually ended. And the reason why I'm coming on now is because we're just about to, right on the cusp of breaking through completely. We're entering a completely new reality right now. That's what's happening. And we're entering the reality of the heart. And there's nothing that the Archon Vampire Empire can do about it. Alright, mates? We've seen through your bullshit. They want to continue peddling fear. We're under a lot of psychological warfare going on here in this house. This house here that we're in. With my former parents. Is the microcosmic level of this war. Where natural law and natural order is installed and implemented for the very first time here on Earth. And now we're at the point where this is reflected into the macrocosm, because the micro has to reflect the macrocosm, and that's why they're running so scared. They're panicking, guys. It's incredible what we're experiencing at the level of mind control, psychological warfare. and trying to traumatize us, re-traumatize us the whole time, is off the scale. It's only been 2 days ago that a bailiff was sent here in a complete network operation, completely illegal. They do not show any papers. They do not show any legitimacy of government. They do not show any order that they're working under with a signed signature. And we published all of that in German yesterday. I filmed the entire scenario. They brought the police here under the orders of my parents, and I'll get to that later, why that is so. It's all under the orders. They're the ones giving the orders. Is my former parents, Maria Whybrow Hofmeier and Christopher Martin Whybrow. We know who you are. We know exactly who you are. And they just want to put so much pressure on us to give in. And they came here in order to make Liz subordinate and give her signature, which all ties in with how this whole huge story really started. Ties in with St. Corona. When I went to St. Corona, November 2021, and when bailiffs, social services, a judge, under the order of a judge who was under the orders again of my former parents, Maria Whybrow Hofmeier and Christopher Martin Whybrow. They're above the courts. I'll get into later why. It sounds incredible, but that doesn't mean it's not true. Together with the police, they trespassed on our property on the 28th of February 2022, and they kidnapped Leonie, the daughter of Liz. And 2 days ago, that whole story came full circle. They wanted Liz's signature because now their time is running up. Leonie's coming back. And all of our 6 commands are going to be fulfilled by the Archon Vampire Empire. They have no other choice because it's not up to them. Because we're manifesting it. We are the ones that manifest reality. We have the spark of creation. We are the light of creation inside of us. We create reality. And we manifest the reality of our intentions. We manifest the reality of our 6 commands. And we manifest the reality of our heart. That's what's going to happen now. And no one can stop this. Because the heart is the singularity. It's the one. Principle of the one, the sovereignty. And everything came full circle. And it was exposed that what this matrix control system needs most is consent and subordination. Through your signature, The signature is the energetic blueprint that ties you back into the matrix control system. And Liz didn't give it. And they lost everything. Yeah, we know it. Shadow. Okay. Network. Chris and Maria, we know it. You've lost everything. And the entire satanic network. You've lost everything. Because you did not get the signature, and you will never get the signature, because we know. When you know, you cannot unknow. You can only do things to people who are ignorant. People who know, you can't do anything. That's why we are Gnostics, blessed with Gnosis, heart-based intelligence. And you're done because of it. You're done. So what they're doing now is they continue spinning their story, their narrative of their world, their virtual reality simulation. They pretend as if Liz gave her a signature. And today, again, we're at psychological warfare, not only just from my former father, but also from my former mother. Threatening with police. You're going to come again? Everything. They just want to continue on the story. Hey, guys, it's over. We know it's over. We know. Because we've done it. Because you didn't get the signature, and that's all you need, and you're never going to get it. And because they didn't get the signature from Liz, which would have, according to the demented mind of the Archons anyway, transferred the liability for the crime they committed on us from the ones who committed the crime onto the victim of the crime. This is what they always do. This matrix control system is victim-perpetrator bonding. It's a relationship phenomenon. Wetiko is a relationship, a relational, and a field phenomenon. And it's all about the psychodynamics, the psychological dynamics of victim-perpetrator bonding based on traumatization, trauma-based mind control. And they always want to transfer, this has been their trick, the trick of dark occultists, man. I'm dropping the most powerful knowledge here, by the way, guys. I mean, they've always done this, has always been their modus operandi, is to transfer and put the blame into someone else's shoes, transfer the liability, energetic liability, which then leads to their legal liability, which then leads to lawful liability if you believe in their construct. And that's how they get away with their crimes, through that mechanism. It's called transfer of private liability. And because they didn't get the signature, they are fully liable, energetically, lawfully. You, Christopher Martin Whybrow, you, Maria Whybrow, you are energetically liable under natural law and natural order. Doesn't matter what you think about it. The truth is what it is, and you're fully exposed. So, what this ties into is that the highest level of the control structure is the most hidden. I mean, if there's one thing that the Archon Vampire Empire are really good at, is they can hide their control structure. What they need to do is they have to build up a really, really good front. A really, really good one. This is what you learn in the criminal world also. Okay, go and watch Breaking Bad. Okay, drug dealers, they buy stores. They buy, what do I know? Car washes. Okay, so they can obviously launder their money. They need a front. Oh no, he's not a drug dealer. Right, he's the boss of Los Pollos Hermanos, of car wash industry. But that's in the world of the scene, front, the matrix of appearances. It's all about appearance. But when you go into the covert level, oh, that's where the real dynamics are. The shadow world. The drug dealers. So they've put everything, this government of the shadow, the network, the shadow power that's going down now. They've put everything into it, all their effort into not being identified, the highest level of it, and to not be named, and I'm going to name them today. You see, I know who I am. I'm Steve. What I do, together with Liz, is take back the earth. So who are the ones who are most at war with me? My own family that I was born into. This goes right back into deep spirituality, where we make a soul plan before we incarnate, which is what I did, which is what everyone does. And I said this before, so I chose to incarnate into the family that is running this control system, the matrix control system, from the highest level. We've had all of this admitted because they have to admit. They have to give you the proof. They've admitted everything to us through their psychological warfare. Chris came into the room here, for example, and admitted that Errol was a Mossad CIA agent who tried to take us out, and he wanted to tell us that he did take us out. Always staying with their narrative. Of course. Because they only have their narrative. They're only the shadow. And this is who they are. We know you're at the top. And we know we're taking you down. And it's in my family. And it ties in also with my own neural network. Okay? This is a very deep, deep story. They're actually dependent on me because I have the connection to the source. It's my dream that they're in. That's why they can't take me out. That's why they always try to separate me and Liz. Take Liz out of the equation. Get her away from me. Transfer the liability for the crimes they committed to her. Kidnapping her daughter. Human trafficking. Hasn't seen her daughter for nearly 2 years now. She's coming back now. And it's all explained in the movie Inception, which is a very complicated movie, but I recommend everyone to watch it. It's all explained there. We're in my dream. That's why you can't do nothing to me. Okay, I know it. So, we are manifesting the reality of the heart. Let's come to that. This has now been exposed, okay? Highest level of this control system worldwide is my family. Anyone who thinks that crazy, alright, you don't know the background details. I go with the truth no matter what. Because when I speak the truth, I'm under the ultimate protection of the source of all creation. This is how it works. And they're all fully, energetically liable on all levels under natural law and natural order. We are manifesting the reality of the heart, and that means we are manifesting the reality of the manifestation of our 6 commands. And these 6 commands must be fulfilled now. And I'm going to name them again now. Coming now, tying this up, this video. So, of course they're watching all of this. Command number 1 is that you must give me and Liz a luxury home, a Luxusvilla. A huge house in the Salzkammergut here in Austria, right by the Wolfgangsee. That's command number 1. Command number 2 is you must give me and Liz a new car, which was already named in the German video. Exactly which car. The keys to the car and the new home are going to be found at a place where we can easily find it, and we'll be informed by email where that is, in front of the door. Command number 3 is that Leonie Maria Stadler, the daughter of Liz, returns back to her mama, Lisandra Stadler, immediately, now. And all the aspects with the court system, with the social services, are going to be cleared, because the liability is all on all of you, everyone who was involved, from the crime syndicate, on the network. Command number 4 is the transfer, the bank transfer of exactly 963 million euros onto Liz's bank account, which we've shown often enough here and can be found underneath in the description below. Command number 5 is we receive special bank cards with full access to our collateral accounts, to our respective collateral accounts. And command number 6 is we receive private diplomatic passports with which we can travel the whole world forever. This is our world, it's our earth. And those will be in the new home where we find them. Everything is possible because they run this system, you see. And this is a shift of power here on earth. You see, that's why we're talking about these. Talking in these terms. You have to have a... When you dream big. Oh, and we dream big. Oh, there's so much to come. So much. Center of Gnosticism in the Salzkammergut. The Wolfgangsee. Amazing. That's just the beginning. That's where it all starts. We have to do the work ourselves. We don't write book after book after book and tell people that more people have to wake up. This is nonsense. It's wrong thinking. We had to really wake up. and we went so mighty deep, and we're just at the end of the war here now. So, I mean, this has been such a challenge. We're at the end here of this video now. It's really felt good to talk to you again, speak to you, speak English. It's fantastic. Great to give an update. And also to the network about these 6 commands. We are going to be informed. You must inform us via email about the fulfillment of these 6 commands. The title of this email is going to be Ausführung der 6 Befehle. And all the details are going to be in there. The address of the house. We can move in there immediately. Money will be transferred. Everything with Leonie is going to be cleared. And this happens now. Because we know the time is now. Your time is up. We're manifesting it now, because I already experienced, and this is the reason why they're panicking, I already experienced the reality of the heart. Yesterday I had this experience for the first time in my life. I ended up in the reality of the heart, a very mystical experience. Beautiful, not scary, just a knowing. That's why they're panicking. So you inform us, you write the email at stephen.whybrow@protonmail.com. This happens now. It's always in the now. So yeah, great to have been on here once again. Drop a comment underneath. How you doing? Great to have all of you here. We may see each other very soon. We're going to be traveling the world. We have to tell the story. Got the responsibility to tell the story of how the earth was taken back. Oh, it's only 2 people. It can't be done. It's not possible. Then you haven't understood natural law and natural order and magic. My last video was the magic can be discovered any minute now. And just 2 days ago I looked it up and it had 1,369 views. And we're getting all of these synchronicities, which is the reason why we know that it's happening. The magic is happening. It's beautiful. Yeah, the war is over. It's declared. We've taken back the earth. It's in our hands. Because everything runs on morality, the earth trusted us. That's why we work with the plant medicine, ayahuasca and datura. Full guidance, full collaboration, beautiful relationship. And this is where the matrix control system all ends. And we are the symbol, representation and manifestation of the new beginning. Go and watch what happens now. You see what happens, Larry. You see what happens. And we're gonna all love it, because this couldn't have continued the way it was. Do you really think it would have continued like this? This shit show in Palestine? We're all gonna free ourselves now. But we all ourselves have to free ourselves from our mental slavery. There's no coming away from this. No savior. We're no saviors. We're Gnostics. We teach the message, teach the knowledge for everyone to apply, because the only power lies in the application of knowledge. Till next time. Take very, very good care. I love all of you. Bye bye.